La 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 la, love is love. La 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 la, love is love. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about la 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 la, love is love.
Hi everyone, this is Andrea and this is our reborn nest. David is filming. Hi David.
Hello.
He's not feeling too well. Just a quick update for all of my subscribers and friends. I want to know how David is doing. He's not doing well. He is going to have an MRI scheduled because now they, surprise, surprise, think that there's something more wrong with him. I mean, I've asked him that 3 weeks ago why they didn't do an MRI. That's the thing with insurance in America. It's horrible. I mean, they'll do anything to save a buck, bottom line. So unless you threaten them with a lawsuit, which, if they don't do anything, we already put all the wheels in motion, and that's the way it's going to go, because I'm not going to have anybody mess with our health. That's not okay. Okay, whining is over. This vlog I wanted to do quickly in response to ShellBea's and Jody's from Beautiful World. And it's that 18 question vlog, and I was tagged by ShellBea. So what I want to do is I want to ask David how much of that he knows. David, did I talk to you about any questions or anything that came?
No, I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to ask David first, and then I'm going to answer. Okay, there's 18 questions. They're all personal questions. Not too personal, otherwise I wouldn't be answering them. But just, fun stuff.
You're not going to get me in trouble here, are you?
Well, let's see how much you know. Let's see how well you know me. Okay, the first question, there are 18 altogether. First question, were you named after anyone? Like me? David, do you know?
Not to my knowledge.
Very true. Ding, 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 ding. 1 point for David. Yeah, I was not named after anyone as far as I know. My mom never told me anything. So that's right. Question number 2. The last time you cried. David?
A few days ago.
Okay, about what?
Me?
Yeah, because it's upsetting. It's upsetting to see your spouse being in pain and nobody's really willing to help. Very upsetting. Okay, point 2 for David. Number 3, do you have children?
You?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many do I have?
3.
3 children. How many do we have together?
5.
There we go. Point number 3. 3 points for David.
I'm on a run.
Yeah. Number 4, would you be your own best friend?
Meaning you?
Yeah. Would I be my own best friend?
I'd say yes. You've always enjoyed your own company.
Oh, very true.
I'm on a run.
Yep,
That's number 4.
Yep. Do you use sarcasm?
Of course. There's no question about that.
Okay, that's very true. Number 5.
This isn't going to be grounds for divorce now, is it?
Yeah, no, you're on a good run. You already got 5 right. Number 6. First thing you notice about someone. First thing I notice about someone. Do you know what I notice about people?
I have no idea. I wouldn't know what
Notice
attracts
about
you
people?
to somebody first. Me, it must have been my good looks.
I think obviously looks, because you can't see into somebody's soul. You don't know what the character is until you speak to them. And then how they're dressed. Dressing, how people are dressed always. My mom instilled that in me, that you always dress to impress. And I instilled that in David too, when he got a really, good, white collar job and, shirt and tie and suit and, and he realized that I was right, David?
Yep.
So you don't get a point for that. So you're still on number 5. Now we go to question number 7. Do you have a special talent? David?
I don't want to get myself in trouble here.
Well, what do you...
I'd say decorating. You're a great decorator. You put your whole heart into it. So, yeah, that's what I say your special talent is.
Yep, I love that. And I also have a keen sense of smell. I smell things.
Tell me about it.
What do you always say to me?
Go away, little girl. You bother me.
No, David always says, you have a nose like a bloodhound. Because I can smell things, which is not always good, because it really makes you...
It's my cigarette smoking.
Yeah, in anything. It's cigarettes or garlic or onions or pollution or fire. I don't even
The
like
dog.
Yeah, dog smell. When the dog doesn't smell right, I smell that immediately. I don't like to sit by a fire pit because I don't like that smell either. I'm very... all right.
So do I get a point?
You do get a point because you said decorating. So
Okay.
you're number 6, and we are on number 8. Do you have any pets?
Of course. We got Molly.
Yeah. So you are
7.
7. Okay. Number 9. What was your dream career?
Oh, you wanted to be a pediatric nurse.
That's right. Good job.
I remember
ding,
that.
Ding, 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 ding. God, you know what? We've been married this year
30 years.
30 years. 30 years. On one end, it seems like 100 years. In some ways, it seems like 2 years. It's so weird. But we made it. And the way you make it is you don't put that burden of your happiness on the other person. Your happiness is your happiness, and it's your responsibility to make you happy.
You're best friends.
Right, and you need to really like each other. If you don't, because the romance and the sex and all that stuff that comes and goes, and you go through, like ups and downs. But if you have the same likes and dislikes and beliefs and value systems, that part will always stay with you. So through wrinkles and gray hair, that part will always be there for you, and that's the part that really counts at the end of the day.
Can't see, can't hear. Now I can't stand up.
Right.
You haven't gone anywhere. You're still here.
And you know what I just read the other day, or what I just heard? I don't know if I saw it on TV or if I read it on the internet, but the way men and women connect to each other are like completely different. Like a woman feels connected to a man when she looks him in the eye, face to face. A man connects to a woman or feels like connected to a woman just by sitting side by side or walking side by side. That to a man is connection. To a woman needs to look straight into the eyes and to the face of the man in order to feel connected, which is kind of strange, but it's true, because if you sit here and I sit there and it's not very connected, but when we talk one-on-one, like across the table, that to me is connection. So that was very interesting. Okay, so we had number 9. You have 8 points. We just finished number 9. Okay, number 10. Who was your first best friend?
Your first best friend?
Mm-hmm. You know that. I talked about that many times.
Oh, the one-legged girl in Germany that you went to grade school or something with.
Right.
What's her name?
Edelgard.
Edelgard, right.
Yeah,
I forgot.
She comes from a family of 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls. And it was a pretty horrible story. We were like best friends because we were both very shy. We were very introverted. I was very shy as a child. And
could have fooled me.
yeah, no kidding, right? I was very shy for until I turned 30. But I remember when we were 10 or 11, we were going downtown and we were crossing this big boulevard, and I guess we didn't watch the street properly. I don't know what exactly happened, if it was our fault or not, but we got hit by a car, and she got hit first, and then I got hit second, so I didn't get hit too much. But you can tell I have a crooked nose, which I never had fixed. clearly I don't care. But anyway, but she got hurt really badly, and they had to take her to a children's hospital, and her leg was all messed up, and they, of course, didn't tell me much because I was only 11 at the time. I just remember getting a phone call about 2 or 3 weeks later, that she was still in the hospital, and that my mom said, you need to go and see her, and it was like out of town, like an hour away in the train. And I said, why? And they said, well, because they have to amputate her leg, and they're not going to tell her ahead of time because it's going to be too much of a shock. So, and they want you to be there when she wakes up. And I was like, oh my God, that is horrible. And I cried. It was so terrible. So I did go, and she, you know, she, when I got to the hospital room, she was already there. The operation was already done. I was just waiting for her to get out of, anesthesia, and finally she just kind of like got out, and she was happy to see me because she hadn't seen me in a few weeks. And then we start talking about school and, our friends, and all of a sudden she was kind of like, like scratching her leg, and she's like, oh my God, I got an itch on my leg. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm thinking to myself, what's going on here? And she goes and she scratches her leg, tries to scratch her leg, and realizes there's nothing there. And she threw the covers over, and she realizes at that point that the leg is gone. I mean, it was like they kept the knee. So thankfully they kept the knee, but everything else was gone. And she went, crazy. She was so shocked. So she cried. I cried. It was horrible. But I didn't understand why she could still have an itch when the leg was gone. And I didn't find out until later, when I was an adult, that the nerves are still there for quite a while after the leg is gone. But that was really horrible. And her life from that point on was really tough. Having, back in the, what was it, the 70s, what do you call that? Fake legs, what do you call that? Amputated, what do you call those?
Ambulatory?
No, like what do you call,
amputee?
The leg, the fake leg.
Prosthetic.
Well,
prosthetic.
Yeah, exactly. They were not very great. Like, in other words, I remember she had to put the leg on. Had to put the leg on, and then on each side of the knee there was like a rock that she had to put in there in order to hold that there, in order for it not to fall off. And over time, that thing was rubbing her skin raw. It was terrible.
Stump.
Yeah, it was terrible. And then when she was at home, she never used it. She was just hopping around the apartment, and she was fine. So she was my best friend, and she was my best friend until I moved here, and about a couple of years after that, and then we kind of like lost touch. So that was my best friend. Sorry about the...
I get a score for that too.
Yeah, you do. Okay, now we are at number 11. How tall are you?
5'4".
That's right. Oh my God, you know so much. Okay, get another point, so you got 10. Number 12. How many countries have you visited? Well, you wouldn't know.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
6, 7, maybe 8. I don't know how many countries you went to in Europe.
Okay. Obviously Germany, Belgium, everything that's connected to Germany. Most of the traveling in Europe I did while I was still living there. Since I've been living in the United States, I've been doing most of the traveling within the United States, seeing different states, and because there's so much to see here. So it's obviously Germany, Netherlands, Belgium,
Holland?
Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland, England. One time I went to Italy, and as a family vacation, I can't even remember where we were in Italy, but all I remember was like a 2-day drive. And where else did I go? And I think that's all I can remember right now. Yeah, so 7. Maybe there was like 1 or 2 more. I can't remember.
I was close then.
Yeah, but not right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's 12. You got 11 points. No, How many points did you get?
10.
10, okay. 13, favorite school subject and worst school subject. What do you think?
Favorite what?
School subject. What do you think? I talked about that a lot too.
I don't know.
Okay, worst subject for me, there's actually two that were kind of like go hand in hand.
That would be math.
Yeah, math. I don't like math, but I really hated chemistry and physics. Oh my god, and they were kind of like combined. I hated that so much. And my favorite was literature and religion. Believe it or not, I loved religion. I loved to read everything about the Bible. To me, it was like and literature because I like to write. So how far are you? So we are on. We are 13.
I didn't get any points for this one.
Okay, 13. You still have 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we are at number 14. What's your favorite perfume? Oh my god, that is so hilarious.
I bought it for you so many times, and I can't remember what it is.
Yep. And you know what it is? It's hey
Eau de Toilette.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hey ShellBea. It's your favorite perfume too. Clinique Aerolixir Aromatics. That's I've been wearing that ever since we met. Ever since we've been together. We've been together 32 years. And then
Wasn't there another one though?
yeah, there was the Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. That's another one that I really like too.
The only reason I remember there was one or two of them is because I'd always ask the girls what to get you for Christmas.
Yep, and then the Aero Elixir, I've been wearing that forever. And what I like about it, especially in California, it stays on you forever. It stays in the linens and still stays in your clothes because the weather is so dry there. So you can you just put a couple of puffs and it lasts forever. Here it's so humid, you have to reapply it all the time. I don't like that. So you didn't get that. So we are at 14, you still have 10. What would you name your children?
I already know what you named them.
Yeah, I have 3 children and they're all named. What sports do you play?
None.
I don't play any sports.
I got a point.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so 11 out of 15. Yeah, I don't play any sports. I'm not a team player.
Not that you're not a team player, you're just not active in sports.
Yeah, I like to walk and I like to, in California I used to bike ride all the time. Here it's just so freaking hot all summer long. It's horrible. I'd like to go at tennis, but I don't know. I'm too lazy. I'm not a big sports person. I like to watch sports. What phone do you have? Oh my goodness, that is a nightmare right now, my phone.
I don't know which one you got. I got your old one.
Yeah, you don't even know. No, you got a new one. You got a newer one than me. You got the iPhone 7 or 8 and I got the 6 still, because when I got it 2 years ago, the 6S, it was the only one that had 125 gigabytes and all the other ones were like 64 and that was like the maximum. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep the old one. And right now, I don't know if any of you have this problem with this error message that you get under comments. I'm like I've lost my mind all weekend long about this phone. It's not just the phone, but it's also the iPad. When I go to my my account and I want to look at the comments, I get a message saying, error loading, please tap to try again or something like that. If any of you got that too, please let me know. I don't know if it's just my phone. I gave all my info to a friend to log in to see if she gets it on her phone because she's got an Android, and she got in and there's no problem. There's no problem with the comments. She's like, I have no problem with it. So it's something to do with iPhone. So if any of you have a problem, please let me know. It's been like a nightmare all weekend.
Especially if you have a way to fix it.
Yeah, there's like it's horrible. What I have to do, what I'm doing right now is like I delete the app and load it, and delete the app and load it, and then as soon as you close the app, it goes goes back to the error. Okay, so that was number 17, right? So 17. So last question. One of your bad habits?
Short-tempered.
Short-tempered. Yeah, I'm short-tempered and I'm always late.
Oh, it's like you don't even know what the clock's for.
I'm always late. It's so rude too. It's like I'm always late. I don't know why. I always think that maybe it takes less time than I really think. But it's like,
More time.
yeah, there we go. So yeah, you get a point for that. So this is number 18. That's the last one. So how many did you get right? 11? David?
Yeah, 11 or 12. I lost track.
Okay, well, that's pretty good out of 18. So you got, what is that, 2/3?
No, about.
2/3 is pretty good. I mean, those are not things that you would normally know. Like the iPhone thing, you're not a techie. So you.
Nor would I know what countries you've been to.
Right.
Unless I was with you.
Exactly. So so you did pretty well. So, I'm going to go and run some errands. David is going to lay down again. I hope you enjoyed this quick little question and answer, this little tag. I don't know who to tag because everybody that I know that I would like to know from, I think has been tagged. And the people I like to know from are either German, so they don't speak the language, or they don't have an account. So I'm just leaving it out to anybody out there that would like to share. I would like to hear from everyone because right now, my focus is not on who I know on YouTube. Right now, my focus is on my husband and on this stupid iPhone situation and, just running this house and the dog and everything else. And my job, it's pretty busy time right now and pretty stressful. So anybody, please, that sees this, please make a tag. I would love to hear what your answers are because I think it's really fun. Until then, please be kind to one another and let your love multiply. Talk soon. Bye.
Sous le ciel bleu, vole en silence les cœurs des gens amoureux. Sur